What's up, Curbside Podcast? It's Andrew here, here for another quarantine video after what feels like a long break. Another day of quarantine. It's like week 3, I think. But today we'll be finally installing our carbon trunk lip. I've been waiting for this part for quite some time. Had complications with YouTube, eBay I can't speak today. With eBay sellers, the fitment was terrible, all bad. So finally went ahead, pulled the trigger on a Rexpeed carbon trunk lip. It did cost a little bit more, but I'm hoping that it's worth it for the better fitment. It does come with pre-drilled holes for hardware, so that'll guarantee that doesn't fall off. But anyways, let's get to the install. So here is the trunk lip. Again, it's from Rexpeed. It shipped from Taiwan, I think 2 days ago, and it arrived today, which is insanely fast. There's your pre-drilled holes for hardware. I am still so shook about how quickly it got here. They must have taken a Concorde or something, as Jeffrey said. First things first, we're going to want to remove the Oem Lip Spoiler right here, and we'll start by popping up the trunk and removing the trunk liner. And you might want to unlock your door first. So once you have the trunk open, you're going to want to remove this liner so that you can get to the bolts. There's 2 bolts and a push pin underneath in the middle, so that you can remove your stock wing. Removing your liner is super easy. There's just, I think, 7 of these little push pins. Just go in with a little flathead screwdriver, or this doesn't work, your flathead screwdriver, and just carefully pop them out. And once you have them all out, you should just come right off. Cool. Now once your trunk liner is off, you're going to want to remove these 2 bolts right here inside the trunk. I believe it's a 10 mil. There is a push pin behind this reverse light or a brake light. I think that should just pop out, but we'll see. Now, if you're doing this from, like, you've never removed this before, odds are the glue is really stuck on there. So you're going to want to heat up the lip with like a hair dryer or something, and then again use the floss and saw through there. But because I've done mine before, this should come off pretty easily. There it goes. And with your stock wing off the car now, we're going to want to go and test fit the new carbon fiber one. It fits perfect. My main issue with the eBay ones was there was a huge gap underneath here. The lip essentially extended too far away from the trunk, but here, perfect fitment. Sits perfectly against the trunk. Up here also, everything's nice and tight. So super stoked about it. I think it's totally worth spending the extra like $100 to get one from a reputable manufacturer, because obviously the eBay ones were probably replicas. I guess the forms were just not as good. Go Rexpeed. Our next step is to prep the surface of the trunk to receive the new carbon fiber lip. So we'll just go ahead, spray it down, wipe it down, make sure it's nice and clean so that the adhesive can stick nicely to the trunk. You want to make sure you wipe down here as well, because there will be tape going on to this side. Easy. Now we can go and prep the trunk lip, get the tape on, and get the mounting hardware ready. In the package, it does come with a roll of 3M tape. The difference between this and the eBay sellers, it's actual 3M tape. The other ones just gave like very generic, not very useful double-sided sticky tape. And also comes with stickers, some Rexpeed stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? So shouts out to Rexpeed for a quality product. Let's get to prepping. We're gonna want to line the 3M tape all along here, and even up along a little bit back here. That way it does adhere to the trunk. But as I said, there are mounting holes, so I will be using these bolt holes to make sure that it goes nowhere. Alright, so we're now all taped up. Should be more than enough tape. Go ahead and push everything down one more time to make sure that it's really on there. Now we're ready to go install. We'll just peel the backing off of this tape and then stick it on the trunk. finally got all the backing off with the double-sided tape. That took forever because I have no nails. I got some sausage ass fingers. Let's go ahead and line this up, make sure it's centered over the trunk. Make sure these holes all line up with the holes. That way we can properly get our hardware in. Cool, so we got it lined up pretty good. It's still just on there with the tape, as you saw. Don't be afraid to like really put some pressure on this thing. It's carbon fiber, it won't break. Make sure it's really on there, and once you're done with that, you can get hardware and make sure your holes line up and then bolt it down. Unfortunately, after I lined it up, I went to check. The holes actually don't line up. They're so close. That gold circle is where the actual hole is. So close. And then this side, same thing. It's like a 1/4 inch off. But anyways, I went ahead and just applied more 3M tape. If you're gonna go with just 3M tape, the best way to do this is to apply the tape and then actually heat the tape up and heat the surface up before you apply it and stick it down. That way the glue will have the most adhesion. Make sure your wing doesn't go flying off when you're driving. We got our trusty hair dryer again. I'm gonna heat this thing up and then stick it back down. Apply a lot of pressure to make sure this thing stays on. And once you're pretty happy with where the lip is, I'm going to get your hair dryer again and just heat it up and double check that it's really on there, because you do not want this thing flying off on the freeway. It could potentially hurt someone, and I mean, why would you want to lose this, right? So go ahead, get your hair dryer, heat it back up. Now that that's all done, all you gotta do now is reinstall your brake light if you took it out, and then put your trunk liner back on, and then you're all done. And there you go, that's it. We've installed our new carbon fiber trunk lip. I've been wanting to do this mod for a while now. I think it looks great. Adds a little bit of like a subtle flair to like the booty end of the trunk here. That looks pretty good to me. But anyways, super easy install. Let us know if you have any questions. Shout out to Rexpeed for a quality product, although the holes didn't line up, but it's not a big deal. And honestly, great customer service too. I asked them a couple questions about the product and they answered like within, I don't know, 12 hours, and they got the product here from Taiwan in 2 days. So super happy with them. Also, shout out to Taiwan. Just home country, me and Jeffrey. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, let us know if you have any questions, if you have any issues with the install. I definitely recommend going with Rexpeed over like an eBay part, especially if that part on eBay doesn't have the best reviews, or any reviews actually. To guarantee like a good fitment, always go with like the original manufacturer of that product, not a replica. But either way, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there during these quarantine times, and see ya.